If you're trading off one indicator, you're losing money. I don't care how clean the signal looks. One tool gives you one piece of the puzzle the market doesn't care about, incomplete picture. I've watched traders blow accounts because they thought a green arrow was enough. It's not. You need trend confirmation, momentum validation, and a trigger that actually respects market structure. That's the proof of concept we're building today. 2 indicators, 1 framework, 0 guesswork. Let me show you what most people get wrong. They load up a chart, slap a VWAP Price Channel indicator, and you think they cracked the code. The VWAP Price Channel is clean. I'll give it at that. It takes a traditional Donchian channel and anchors VWAPs at the highs and lows. What does that mean? Instead of those flat, useless levels you see on a standard channel, you get a dynamic boundaries that moves with price. When the market makes a new high or low, the opposite VWAP starts generating from that point. It's not telling you the trend shifted. It's showing you breakout levels for confirmation. One clean line, that's it. But here's the problem. If you're trading every time price touches that line, you're bleeding capital. You're reacting to the noise, not a structure. So what's missing? Context. You need to know if the market is actually trending or just chopping around inside the range. That's where the second piece comes in, the SwingArm ATR trend indicator. Green means bullish momentum, red means bearish momentum. Simple, but the default settings, they suck. Out of the box, this thing will whipsaw you into oblivion. So here's what you do. ATR period set to 9. ATR factor set to 8. Then go into the Style tab and enable only the FIB options and the tree plot options. Everything else, turn it off. Visual simplicity is how you survive in the financial markets. Now you've got two tools. The VWAP Price Channel shows you a structure, the SwingArm shows you momentum. But you still can't just buy every green signal or sell every red one. That's amateur hour and it's costing you money. Let me walk you through the logic. Look at the XAUUSD 15-minute chart. The FTS band is red. The price is below it. That's a downtrend. Long-term momentum is bearish. So what do? We skip every buy signal. All of them. I don't care how tempting they look. If the trend is down, you're trying to catch a bounce. You're fighting the market. That's how accounts blow out. You wait for sell opportunities only, but you don't just sell because the band is red. You need confirmation. Here's the sequence. Price pulls back to the FTS band. That's your first checkpoint. The market is testing the boundary of normal. Now the SwingArm identifies a swing low. That's a support level the market respects. You draw a horizontal line there. That line is a statement from the market. It's saying this is where buyers stepped in before. Your job is to wait and see if the sellers have enough momentum to break it. If price closes below that line with conviction, that's your trigger. The market just told you the support failed. Bearish momentum is confirmed. That's a high probability entry point. Now comes the part most traders ignore until it's too late. Risk management. Never risk more than 1% per trade. I don't care how confident you are. The market will humble you, and always set a stop loss. If the trade turns against you, you cut it at a logical point, not when your account is already bleeding. For a sell trade, your stop loss goes at the SwingArm band or recent swing high. That's the invalidation point. If price reclaims that level, your theory is wrong. Get out. You take profit 2 or 3 times your risk. That's how you stay profitable over time. You don't need to win every trade. You just need your winners to be bigger than your losers. Let me flip it. Say the FTS band turns green and price is above it. Now you're in an uptrend. You skip all sell signals. You wait for price to pull back to the band. Identify the swing high. Draw your resistance line and wait for a breakout above it. That's your buy trigger. A stop loss goes below the SwingArm band or recent swing low. Same risk to reward ratio and same discipline. The logic doesn't change, it just mirrors. And here's what separates professionals from retail traders: knowing when to do nothing. When price is chopping inside the bands with no clear momentum, you sit on your hands. That's the no trade zone. Doing nothing is what keeps your accounts alive. The market doesn't reward impatience, it punishes it. Stop loss hunting happens in these zones. Market manipulation thrives when amateurs are desperate for action. You're not desperate. You're disciplined. Now, if you want something even simpler, check out the recommended video on your screen. It breaks down the most straightforward scalping strategy you'll ever see. Pure price action, clear entry and exit rules, no complexity. If you want an approach you can start testing right away, go watch it now.